Welcome back. Welcome back to Online Courtside today. So today I have a really good video for you. But before I get started, I want to say that I will have new uploads starting Tuesday morning. And then also, I'm not sure how much longer I will continue uploading on Tik. What I will probably do is just send over what I'm uploading on YouTube. This is my busy season. I really just don't have a whole lot of time, unfortunately. But like I said, I will definitely be uploading on YouTube. I also like to say hello to my subscribers. Welcome to my new subscribers, and hey to my onlookers. The video today is the type of people that should not be on dating apps. So if this is you, then you might want to give dating apps a break for a minute or two. Number one, if you are not comfortable with dating apps, then dating apps probably aren't for you. About 25 years ago, when you met someone off of a dating app, it was more like a secret. You made sure that you told that individual not to tell people how you met on dating apps. And the funny part about it is men had it badly. Men made sure that they told women definitely not to tell people how they met, because back then it was looked at as dating apps are bad. Be careful about the type of people you meet on dating apps and so forth. But today is another ball game. You gotta be comfortable with dating apps, because you're not gonna get the full potential of the dating app if you're not comfortable with the dating app. It's really just that simple. Like, you have to be comfortable with the people you meet. So you need to be comfortable when you're dating on a dating app. And that's number one. If you're not comfortable with it, then you probably shouldn't be on it at this time. Number two, if you have bad energy as it relates to dating apps, then dating apps is not for you at all. The law of attraction says just this: negative thoughts brings negative energy. Positive thoughts bring positive energy. If you're the type of person who has nothing good to say about dating apps, or you feel like dating apps are for desperate people, dating everybody on dating apps are bad, or just any type of negative thoughts, period, as it relates to dating apps, then dating apps are simply not for you, because you're only going to attract the energy that you give. So if you're doing any of that, then you might as well shut down that app and go find something else to do until you're ready with a much more positive energy to be back on that dating app. Number three, if you're dating on a dating app, it's a must that you have patience, okay? Because dating apps, they are a marathon, not a sprint. If you're the type of person who don't have patience and you're looking to meet somebody right here, right now, maybe within the next 2 weeks or maybe even that night, hey, you think you're going to have a date, then dating apps might not be for you. You can be highly disappointed. When you're dating online, you have to pace yourself. Think of it like this. When you were little and you ran track, you were in those track meets. I know I was. You had some sprinters and you had the marathons. The marathons are the people that ran the long runs. The sprinters are the people who were fast. That's how you have to look at dating online. It's not a sprinter. It's a marathon. You have to pace yourself. If you're the type of person that don't have patience and you think that you're going to get results right then and there, then dating online is simply not for you. Don't even waste your time. Return after you have developed some patience to date online. Number four, if you have a history of unhealthy relationships, or you have a hard time with setting boundaries, then dating online is simply not for you. And here's why. You're meeting people from all walks of life, from A to Z. And not everybody is going to have the same morality or the same type of boundaries or the same type agreements or disagreements that you have. But whatever your boundaries are or whatever you feel strongly about, you have to be able to convey that. And if you're the type of person who has a hard time with setting boundaries and can't convey of how you really feel, isn't the type of person that can respectfully tell someone, hey, this isn't working for me, I don't like that, or I don't do things this way, then dating online is simply not for you. You have sharks today on a dating app. You're not the type of person who is able to open up your mouth and set them boundaries. Dating online is simply not for you. I wouldn't even tell you to throw yourself out there. Not now. Number 5, if you're not open to exploring other options other than the traditional options, then dating online is probably not for you. It's not the traditional dating. You know, traditional dating is when you went out and you met people out. You didn't meet people over a computer screen. Today, you have so many different ways of connecting with people. And if you're thinking traditional is like online dating, or you have that mindset that, you know what, I am going to date like I would traditional dating with online dating, you're going to be in for a rude awakening. Can't date online like you did traditional dating. Now, after you've met the person and you've made a connection, then of course you could probably do the traditional thing of what you're used to. But until then, you're meeting total strangers over a computer screen. A lot of people on a computer screen, they're open to different options. An example of this would be like they might meet you on a computer screen and say, hey, you know what, you want to hook up tonight? And hook up tonight can be anything, all right? It's not the traditional where I meet you out, I exchange my number with you, and we take it from there. You're not open to exploring and doing different things as it relates to online dating, dating in other ways other than traditional dating, then dating online is just simply not for you. Number 6, if you find yourself on dating apps and you're frustrated and you're on 1 minute, you're off the next minute, then you find yourself going back to them 2 weeks later, and it's just a vicious cycle going back and forth, then dating apps is probably not for you right now. You probably should shut that down and figure out what's going on before you decide to revisit dating apps. Because what you don't want to do is get in a habit of being on a dating app 1 minute, shutting it down the next minute, getting frustrated, going back, shutting it down. Like it just becomes vicious and repeatedly. And every dating site you're on, that's the type of situation you're going to have until you figure out exactly what's going on. From my own personal experience, that dating apps can be very frustrating. So I do know how things tend to go. But the one thing that I have learned is when you're on these dating apps and you're going back and forth like that, then you're going to go back and forth like that on almost all of them. So just step back for a minute, figure out another way to make connection, and then go from there. Number 7, I'm not going to harp on this one too much because I've actually mentioned what I'm getting ready to say in almost every video, and that is being truthful as to why you are there. If you are not truthful as to why you are there, you probably shouldn't be on a dating app. Dating apps was originally designed for people who were serious when it came to making connections on a dating app. So if you're not serious about what it is that you're trying to do on a dating app, you probably shouldn't be on it. You know, if you're married and things like that, you already know you probably shouldn't even be on it. So I don't need to go into that.